So, before we go back up to the place that looks like something out of Silent Hill 3, I'm just gonna keep looking around at stuff.
That leads into a dark alcove. There's a trapdoor at the top of these stairs, but it seems to be locked from the other side.
Good to know.
Unfortunately, it won't come off the wall.
Let's see what we got here.
Look at that. There was a whole underground train network in this area. Amazing.
Alright, let's go up the hole. I have a love-hate relationship with mannequins.
It's wearing the tattered remains of some kind of sports uniform.
On the one hand, I think mannequins, especially ones with very, stylized features, are very pretty. On the other hand, thanks to horror movies and horror games, I am also kind of terrified of them.
Now there's an interesting outfit. Not my style. Nice dress. I wonder when that style was last in fashion. Still on the rack, though not in very good shape.
I wonder if this is that store. I forget what it's called. Wally's or something?
I'd rather not. Thankfully, it looks like it's been abandoned. Thankfully, I'd rather not touch it just in case it's not abandoned.
Yeah, I guess there might be poisonous uranium spiders around here. Okay.
It goes up to the next floor.
Let's go take a look. And there's a body there I didn't see because we were standing in front of it. What the fudge?
Too late to help now. Looks like this person was crushed by the ceiling. What an awful end.
Yeah. Alright, let's go up here.
An old shop vac. I haven't seen one in ages. It won't have any parts I need. These things are pretty useless. Doesn't look like they're even worth examining for parts. These don't look to be
Stoves.
pretty small for an anchor. I bet it doesn't weigh too much.
Can we take it? Yes, we can.
I can't reach inside the display case.
Then just break it.
I don't see how.
Break it.
I can't get to anything inside. The display case is sealed.
Then break it.
I don't see.
Whatever.
Pretty small.
Okay, I thought that was footsteps for a second. Refrigerator.
Not surprisingly, it's empty. I'm going to need something to open up the side if I want to scavenge for parts. This isn't in as good a condition as I thought. Only useful part in here is this fuse. I might as well hang on to it.
Is there more over here, or just the elevator?
Dead. Although, I might be able to take a look inside and get it working again. It's shut tight. I won't be able to pry it open with my bare hands. No, this piece of shrapnel is too flimsy to pry the doors open. If I force it anymore, it'll break. Looks like I'll have to find a less forceful method of getting this elevator to open.
Well, let's see if we can find a fuse box.
I don't see.
Fuse box. Maybe down here? Maybe that's what the trap door is for? Okay, so let me go through freely. Man. Every time I think mannequins can't get any more creepier, they get more creepier.
There's a trapdoor at the top of these stairs, but it seems to be locked from the other side.
Maybe I'm overthinking this and we just need to try the fuse box on the elevator.
That might be a good idea, but there's not much I can do while the panel is covered.
Luckily, this should be okay.
There, that wasn't so tough.
Woo!
I'm not it's... I sure hope this works.
You know what I hate? What actually does scare me? Because mannequins, they don't scare me all that much, because I like mannequins. They're good for dressing up, and they're awesome in horror games. You know what I'm actually scared of? Friggin' elevators. Friggin' elevators, especially when they are partially broken.
Here goes nothing.
Or completely broken.
There's nothing worth salvaging. A bunch of old office furniture, from the look of it. Looks like that's my next destination. It's way too high for me to reach.
Oh boy.
There's nothing worth salvaging here. It's way too high.
Don't have the rope anymore.
If only it were that easy. I don't see how I can... A piece of metal shrapnel with a very sharp edge. I don't think it's... Nothing on there.
I'm just gonna click on everything, see if there's something we missed.
Not my style. These clothes...
Oh! Baseball bat! Baseball bat! That'll get that display case open. The shrapnel just probably wasn't hard enough.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Waboosh!
Better not mess around.
Okay.
That could work, but I think I'm going to need something more.
Yeah,
I don't see how
you're gonna need some kind of rope or something.
I'm not This anchors. I don't think I can load the...
Excuse me, I just hiccuped. Oh.
A bunch of old office furniture, from the look of it. There's nothing worth...
Alright, let's see if we can find some rope somewhere. Some rope that we can actually take. Because, you know, we're just, like, surrounded by the stuff. Oh!
It's tangled up too tightly to undo by hand. A nice piece of rope and a freed mannequin. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, that was a mannequin there? Alright.
Not a bad idea.
Alright, up we go.
It's way too... That was more of a climb than I anticipated. What is this place?
Easel. Okay, I'm gonna call it right now. The dude, or like the relative of this dude? Yeah. Lord Reginald Twiner. His last major piece before turning to a career in medicine. Doesn't say when it came out, though. I'm calling it right now. He's either Reginald or he's a relative, but... Okay. I think we can go for a little bit longer.
There's nothing inside except an old birdcage liner. I'd rather not touch it. I wonder if there was once a raven in there. Reminds me of the one in the rebel hideout. There's nothing on. A sketch of the Reaper. Lots of little design notes written around the sides.
Can we read it?
I wouldn't want to ruin the drawing.
Oh, pass.
Messy. Someone should really clean this place up. I don't need them.
Pastels, wow.
Those look to be mostly medical textbooks.
Yeah, like, stuff like this must be really hard to find. Ha 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 ha.
Those look to be... I had something like this when I was a kid. A jar of dirt where bugs lived. It's too high to reach.
Looks like it has a mushroom growing in it.
I can't reach it. Not that I'd want to, anyway. Aha! Just what I thought. They're mechanical. Anatomy, infectious diseases, biology. Quite a collection. Aha! Full of lots of unmarked bottles. I wonder what they're for. These look like security monitors. What are they doing here? Weird. I wonder what these are for.
I wonder if the mushrooms are some of the medicine.
Weird. I wonder what these are for.
The fudge?
Ah, Amy Willard. You found me. I was hoping you would.
How did you...
I realize you probably have many questions.
Yeah.
I can give you all the answers you need. But first, allow me to make myself
Like
more
how the fudge you can
presentable.
fly.
So you are human.
Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint you if you were expecting more.
I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. You told me you were a doctor.
Yes, Dr. Edwin Aquino, at your service. I was once the leader of the Green Lung Vaccine Development Team, but after learning about their vaccine distribution, or lack thereof, that quickly changed.
Hang on, you knew about the vaccine hoarding? Why didn't you tell anyone?
That would have started violent riots. It's not fair to begin a civil war when it would end without a cure for the illness. I wanted to say something. It hurt not to, but the time wasn't right.
You didn't think the people deserved to know?
They do, and they will. But not while we only have a vaccine and not a cure. With a permanent cure, the aristocracy's hoarding becomes irrelevant, and the focus will be on eradicating the disease.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I see that.
Why the mechanical ravens? What do they do?
Rather clever little inventions, wouldn't you say? They have video transmitters in their eyes and audio transmitters in their beaks. I use them as scouts, since I can control them remotely.
Did you make them?
No, someone else did, a long time ago. In any case, they've served me quite well, at least the ones that haven't broken. I have very few left, which is going to be a problem at some point.
Also, why can you fly? Like, what the heck? Who made the flying machine? Okay. So you're not Reginald.
You've been following
Whatever.
me with your birds. Why am I of such interest to you?
You did a lottery job for the Ministry of Energy.
That's right. What of it?
You've got the disease. You're fighting to survive. You're clever and resourceful. Exactly what I need.
Exactly what do you need?
After I left the Ministry of Medicine, I began my attempts at developing a permanent cure for green lung. It was a long process, which took over 10 years, but just last month, I had a breakthrough and was able to make this.
Is that?
Yes, this is the cure for green lung. I've been testing it and it seems to work, but I need to be certain. Aside from that, I don't have the information necessary to mass produce the cure, though I suspect Tiberius keeps it somewhere in the Ministry of Energy.
So, what is it you need from me?
We're both fugitives, Amy. I can't put myself at risk by going to the places I need to. If I'm killed or captured, my research will have all been for nothing. You can clearly take care of yourself. I saw how you handled things at Rockwall Prison and Willowdale Plaza.
You helped me out both of those times.
I merely provided some assistance. Your survival was your own doing. Now I realize it's a bit much to ask, but your help would be incredibly valuable, not just to me, but to the future of humanity.
It's not really much to ask. I owe you my life, after all.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. The main thing I need is to find out where Tiberius is keeping my research on mass production. At some point, I'll also need a subject to test the cure on, so I can be absolutely sure it works. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, how come you can fly? Not seeing that there. Oh boy. This might end up being a long episode.
Why do you dress like that?
Intimidation, mainly. The work I do is not exactly looked upon favorably by the government, so I had to come up with a way to make sure I was left alone. The costume is just to make sure anyone who might happen to see me is scared off.
So you knew of the rumors about the Reaper and decided to become him yourself?
No, I'm the one who started them. Creating the image of death personified seemed a natural deterrent for anyone who might get too close. Thankfully, the rumors seem to have spread rather quickly over the years.
Yeah.
You weren't kidding. There's a whole cult dedicated to worshipping you.
Yes, I know of them. An extreme example, but I can't deny it helps my work.
About your subject, can I try the cure?
I'd like to, but it's far too risky. You are one of my greatest assets right now. If this proves to have any adverse side effects, I'll be without your help. Once I can mass produce this, I won't have to be so careful.
How can we find the mass production information?
Ideally, I could use my ravens to go in and locate it, but I only have 3 working ones left. And as you're well aware, Tiberius's tower is huge. It would take way too long for only 3 ravens to scan the entire place without being detected.
Could I take a look at one of them?
Of course.
Yeah, let's see if we can fix it.
Who did you say made these?
A friend in the Ministry of Knowledge, but that was ages ago. I know very little about their design.
It isn't too complex, actually. I can fix them for you, no problem.
You can?
Sure. See this bit here? That's the servo, the part that controls the wings. It's worn out, so I just need to replace it with a new one.
Are those common? Would we be able to find one or more in the city?
Well, I learned about them from working on toy airplanes that my friend had when we were kids. If we could find some, we'd be in business.
I wonder.
You sending out a raven to go search? Look for a toy store?
Yes, excellent. As I suspected, there's a hobby shop which has remained mostly intact further in the city, and I can see that they have several model airplanes.
Great, I'll go get them and fix your ravens in no time.
Yes, but the store is located in the quarantine zone.
So, I have nothing to worry about. I'm already infected.
You contracting green lung isn't my concern. It's how you're going to get back out. The quarantine zone is designed to keep people from escaping.
If I can find a way in, I'll just have to find a way out, won't I?
Fine. While you're there, see if you can bring someone back with you. Someone who has been quarantined will make an ideal subject to test the cure on.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Take this then.
What is it?
A two-way communicator. They used to call them walkie-talkies. We can use them to stay connected while you're in there.
Can you tell me anything about Tiberius?
Quite a bit. I've known him for a very long time. Since before the bombs, in fact. Was there anything specific you wanted to know?
Okay, we'll get some
That's all for
questions
now.
answered about
Fair enough.
Tiberius.
I'll just get...
Good luck. By the way, that doorway back there will allow you to get up and down the tower much easier than climbing.
We'll learn some stuff about Tiberius next time. And it looks like we're gonna be heading to the quarantine zone. Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye.